I was really young and naive back then, probably 20, and I'd never recommend doing what I did, but here's my story. It was late at night, around 11 p.m., and I was driving down a dimly lit highway in the city. The road wasn't busy, but people usually went 60 miles per hour, and it was super dark. That's why I was really worried when I saw a man and a woman fighting on foot in the middle of the road. I honked at them to get out of the way, but when they came into view, I could tell the guy was overpowering her, pushing her to the ground. I knew she was in danger, and I didn't know what else to do, so I pulled up next to them and asked her, "Do you want a ride?" She looked at him, then back at me, and said yes. As she approached my car, I heard him say, "Are you serious?" and she started panicking. She tried the door handle and said, "Hurry, it's locked," as he started walking toward us. I scrambled to unlock the door for her, and by the time she got into the passenger seat, he was holding the door open, trying to stop us from leaving. At that point, he was seeing red and wrapped his hands around her neck to strangle her. She screamed, "Drive," and I didn't hesitate. I floored the gas. His door was still open, he still had one hand around her neck, and with the other arm, he was hanging on to the side of my car for dear life. He managed to hang on for maybe 500 yards before finally falling off and tumbling onto the pavement. After that awkward silence, I looked over and recognized her as a girl I went to high school with. I knew her kind of well, we had the same friends, but I never really talked to her much. I hadn't seen her since we graduated, so I said her name, and when she looked back at me, I could tell she was recognizing me for the first time too. I saw immediate relief wash over her as she realized she wasn't in the car with a stranger. She replied, "My name, you just saved my night." We talked a little while I drove her to a friend's house. You could tell she'd been through this kind of thing with this guy a lot. I was really worried about her, especially after learning more about their relationship from her social media. Her boyfriend was in his mid-40s, and she was even younger than I am. This guy was the spitting image of the biggest boss you can imagine. I never saw them together again after that. I ran into her once since then, and neither of us mentioned it. I also never told anyone who knew her in real life because I don't want to put her business out there. That's why I decided to post this story. It remains one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. I still keep up with her online. She moved out of state, found a new partner around her age, and she seems really happy. They have a daughter together, and she posts about how much she loves her job. I'm really proud of her, even if she doesn't know it.